Jeopardy! Fans have spotted a messy detail in Ken Jennings' new behind-the-scenes video, and the host is being mocked. The 48-year-old shared a clip from his dressing room at the Tournament of Champions, but many of his followers could not help but notice a distracting problem with his outfit. "Hey Jeopardy! Fans!" began the video from Ken, who was stood in front of a rack of clothes and a mirror. "Suit up with me for the Tournament of Champions," he said, wearing a casual pink Oxford shirt and jeans. The video then transitioned to show Ken looking sharp in his navy blue suit, pressed shirt, and navy tie. "Let's go to work," said Ken as he showed off the two-piece. However, many fans noticed that when he was wearing his casual outfit, Ken's shirt was badly creased. Some took to the comments and called out the former champ for his fashion faux pas. "Give Ken an iron," begged one. Another proposed, "Guess he doesn't iron when it's casual." A third wrote that Ken cleans up nice, but told him, "Let's give that pink shirt a steam." Oh, so wrong. It's not the first time recently that Ken has caused a stir with his social media posts. Earlier this week, he shared a photo on Twitter showing a bag of Critters cheese and caramel popcorn. He divided fans as he wrote, "Chicago pizza and hot dogs are so good that we just give them a pass on their abominable popcorn." But his followers quickly fired off their enraged replies. "Ken, this might be your most offensive tweet. Chicago popcorn is incredible," wrote one. Another agreed. "Oh, you're so wrong, just wronger than wrong can be. This is awesome." Ken at the helm. Meanwhile, Ken has been busy hosting the new season of Jeopardy, which premiered on September 12th. He will also present this year's Tournament of Champions, which starts October 31st. It is set to feature more super champions, contestants, who have won more than 10 games than any year. Prior returning champs like Mattea Roach, 23 wins and 560k, Amy Schneider, 40 wins and 1.3 meters, Matamodio, 38 wins and 1.5 May, and Ryan Long, 16 wins and 299k, all have 10 of the longest winning streaks in history. Regular episodes of Jeopardy, featuring reigning ace Chris Panulo, will return in a month after the second chance. Tournament of Champions heir. Ken will step aside from the iconic game show in January so that his co-host mayim Bialik, now handling Celebrity Jeopardy, can take the reins. Over the summer, he and the Call Me Kat actress were officially announced as the permanent replacements for the late Alex Trebek. Ken Jennings is one of the most beloved figures in Jeopardy history, but that doesn't mean fans won't poke fun at him when they notice something unusual. This week, Jeopardy released a behind-the-scenes video featuring Jennings as he prepared for the highly anticipated Tournament of Champions. And while it was meant to hype up the event, many fans couldn't help but focus on one small but hilarious detail that instantly went viral online. The clip, which dropped on the official Jeopardy social media pages, showed Jennings walking through the studio, greeting contestants, and talking about how much excitement surrounds this year's tournament. Everything seemed normal, until viewers began noticing what one fan described as the most Ken Jennings thing ever. Within hours, comment sections were filled with jokes, memes, and light-hearted teasing directed at the longtime host. The detail that sparked the reactions. At first glance, the video looked perfectly professional. Jennings appeared sharp in his trademark suit and tie, smiling as he discussed the game show's legacy and the intense competition ahead. But some eagle-eyed fans couldn't help but notice a peculiar detail. Ken's outfit seemed off. Specifically, fans pointed out that Jennings appeared to be wearing mismatched shoes. One was visibly darker and shinier than the other, sparking a flood of humorous theories and playful mockery. "Ken, blink twice if the wardrobe department failed you," one fan joked on X, formerly Twitter. Another wrote, "I love that even the smartest man on Jeopardy history can forget to check his shoes before the Tournament of Champions. He's one of us." Others chimed in saying that the detail made Jennings seem relatable and adorably human. "Ken Jennings showing up to the Tournament of Champions with mismatched shoes is the most humble flex ever," one fan quipped. "He's too busy thinking about trivia to care about fashion." Fans flood the comments with jokes. It didn't take long for the Jeopardy fandom to turn the wardrobe mishap into a full-blown meme fest. Within a few hours, social media was flooded with photoshopped images, playful hashtags like #IShoegate, and even fan-made trivia questions about Ken's footwear. One particularly clever user posted a photo captioned, "Category: Fashion Mishaps for $1,000. This Jeopardy. Host forgot to match his shoes during the Tournament of Champions promo." Another said, "Ken Jennings should have to answer a daily double about footwear mistakes. I'll take wardrobe malfunctions for $600. Some fans even speculated that Jennings might have done it intentionally, as part of an inside joke, or as a way to distract contestants before the intense competition. "I'm convinced this was a test," one Redditor joked. He wanted to see which Jeopardy fans would notice first. Classic Ken mind game. The Tournament of Champions. Buzz, while the shoe mishap stole the spotlight. The behind-the-scenes video also gave fans a sneak peek at what to expect from the Tournament of Champions, one of the most competitive events in Jeopardy history. Jennings spoke passionately about the caliber of this year's contestants, calling them some of the sharpest minds we've ever had on stage. The video included quick clips of returning champions studying notes, chatting nervously backstage, and stepping onto the stage under the iconic blue lights. Jennings's energy and enthusiasm were on full display, and many fans praised his continued commitment to carrying on Alex Trebek's legacy. "He's such a natural now," one fan commented. "Even when he's wearing the wrong shoes, Ken still makes Jeopardy feel like home." Another added, "Alex would be proud of how Ken keeps the show grounded and fun. That's what made this moment even better. We all got to laugh with him, not at him." Ken Jennings's reaction. As the online buzz grew, Jennings himself eventually noticed the playful teasing. Always known for his quick wit and sense of humor, he didn't disappoint. On X, he responded to one fan's post with a laughing emoji and wrote, "Guess I should have asked for a daily double on shoe coordination." The reply instantly won fans over, with many applauding him for taking the jokes in stride. "That's why we love Ken," one fan replied. "He's got that self-deprecating humor that makes him so relatable." Another said, "Ken's the kind of guy who could trip over his shoelaces and turn it into a Jeopardy. Clue: absolute legend." Jennings later doubled down on the joke during an Instagram Q&A, saying, "To clarify, I do own matching shoes. I just like to keep fans on their toes, literally." A familiar pattern. This isn't the first time fans have fixated on Jennings's on-screen wardrobe. Earlier this year, he drew attention for what some described as an unusually bold tie during a regular episode, sparking debates over whether he had hired a new stylist. Some longtime viewers noted that Jennings' occasional fashion quirks have become part of his charm. "Ken is the king of brainy dad style," one fan commented on YouTube. "You never know what you're going to get. Mismatched shoes, a patterned tie, or a jacket that screams, 'I read all day,' and we love him for it." Another user added, "It's kind of comforting. Jeopardy has always been about brains over looks, and Ken embodies that perfectly." Fans defend Jennings amid the teasing. Although the majority of the comments were light-hearted, a few fans felt the jokes went too far. Some defended Jennings, reminding others that wardrobe mix-ups can happen to anyone, especially during long filming days. "Let's not forget they film 5 episodes a day sometimes," one fan pointed out. "If Ken forgot to double-check his shoes, give the man a break. He's keeping the Jeopardy tradition alive beautifully." Others agreed, emphasizing that Jennings's composure and humor in handling the situation only made him more likable. "He's one of the smartest people alive," another fan wrote. "If mismatched shoes are his biggest flaw, I think he's doing just fine." Why fans still love him? Despite the teasing, Jennings' reputation as the face of Jeopardy continues to grow stronger. He has seamlessly transitioned from record-breaking contestant to full-time host, all while maintaining the warmth and intelligence fans associate with the late Alex Trebek. His ability to laugh at himself, as seen in this recent behind-the-scenes video, only reinforces why audiences have embraced him. "He's not trying to be perfect," one fan commented. "He's just being Ken, smart, funny, and real. That's what makes him the right choice for Jeopardy." Looking ahead, with the Tournament of Champions set to air soon, the hype surrounding this year's competition is at an all-time high. Fans are eager to see who will take home the title, and whether Ken Jennings will make any more fashion statements along the way. As one fan perfectly put it on Reddit, Ken Jennings doesn't need perfect shoes to be the perfect host. He's already walking in some very big ones, and doing it with style. even if it's mismatched. Whether it was an honest mistake or a clever inside joke, one thing's for sure, Ken Jennings once again managed to entertain Jeopardy fans in more ways than one. And as the laughter dies down and the tournament heats up, viewers are reminded that even in a show built on perfection and precision, a little imperfection can make it all the more human and all the more